Mid-century Mumbai operated as a thriving port town, governed by a quiet, regulated black market economy. Smugglers and extortionists treated the city's systemic loopholes like corporate tax breaks, building empires through a sense of orderly civic life without firing a shot. This order was maintained by three men: Karim Lala, Varadarajan Mudaliar, and Haji Mastan. Together, they formed an oligopoly, a market condition where a small number of sellers dominate. They were the executive board of Mumbai's underworld, preferring crisp white shirts and quiet negotiations over back-alley brawls. This map shows exactly how they structured their cartel. By dividing the city into distinct, non-overlapping territories for smuggling, illicit liquor, and extortion, they completely removed competition. Gang warfare is expensive. It draws police attention, disrupts supply chains, and drains cash. Peace meant absolute, uninterrupted profit. The lack of violence on Mumbai's streets during this era was a calculated business strategy. The legacy dons realized that minimizing street-level conflict was the most efficient way to protect their profit margins. In a perfectly closed market, a new player cannot ask for a share. If all the territory is claimed, the only way in is to take it by force. A 19-year-old local named Dawood Abraham understood this math perfectly. In 1974, Dawood and his crew intercepted a taxi carrying 5 lakh rupees, a massive sum at the time. The cash belonged to Haji Mastan. This heist was a calculated public relations stunt. By hitting the most powerful boss in the city in broad daylight, Dawood sent a loud, undeniable signal to the streets that the old guard was vulnerable. The cartel responded like any threatened monopoly. Mastan called in Karim Lala's heavily armed Pathan gang. They tracked down Dawood's men and delivered a brutal public beating. It was a clear message designed to terrify any other upstarts thinking of disrupting the market. But the damage to the cartel's reputation was already done. Dawood's disruption broke the market equilibrium. From that moment on, the primary currency of Mumbai's black market shifted from quiet negotiation to open, bloody violence. The heist almost ended Dawood's career instantly. The head constable assigned to investigate the robbery was Ibrahim Kaskar, Dawood's own father. Furious and humiliated, his father dragged him straight into the hands of the police. Instead of rotting in a jail cell, Dawood negotiated a deal. He agreed to become an informant, feeding the authorities precise locations and operational details of the Pathan gang. He effectively turned the Mumbai police force into his own private security team, weaponizing the law to clear out his competition. In 1975, the political landscape shifted. Prime Minister Indira Gandhi declared a national emergency. The police were granted sweeping authority to detain individuals without trial, launching a relentless crackdown on the established smuggling syndicates. As this territory map illustrates, the oligopoly collapsed overnight. The legacy dons were forced underground, leaving a massive gray void. Dawood immediately launched a hostile takeover. His syndicate, D Company, aggressively acquired the abandoned territories, seizing control of transport, real estate, and smuggling, absorbing the market. Dawood secured his monopoly through regulatory capture, using the immense power of the state to systematically sweep his rivals off the board. The remnants of the old guard eventually struck back, assassinating Dawood's older brother, Shabir. In response, Dawood launched a systematic, merciless campaign to physically eliminate the entire remaining Pathan leadership one by one. The intense police heat and constant threat of assassination made ruling from the streets of Mumbai impossible. Dawood realized his operation had outgrown the city. He boarded a flight to Dubai, transitioning his role from a local street boss to the CEO of a multinational syndicate. From the safety of the Gulf, D Company rapidly diversified. Dawood partnered with wealthy financiers to scale up into highly lucrative sectors like international cricket betting, real estate, and global smuggling. He enjoyed an untouchable high society status thousands of miles away from the grime of Mumbai. But running a violent street-level organization remotely created severe internal friction. Dawood's absentee leadership and clear favoritism toward his Dubai-based inner circle alienated the men actually holding the territory back home. Key local operators like Rama Nayak and Arun Gowli felt completely sidelined. Feeling discarded by their remote CEO, these grassroots lieutenants mutinied. Former loyalists formed rival factions. Mumbai's streets plunged into a chaotic bloodbath. The clean, predictable cartel system of the 70s was entirely gone, replaced by a maze of shifting loyalties and daily assassinations. This was the core paradox of D Company's peak. The executive branch successfully scaled into a global enterprise, but by abandoning the ground floor, their local supply chain collapsed into total anarchy. The violence eventually escalated past gang rivalries. In 1993, D Company executed a coordinated series of explosions across the city, the 1993 Mumbai bomb blasts. This event instantly destroyed the syndicate's foundational brand. For decades, the underworld operated strictly for profit. The bombings crossed a line into mass terrorism, injecting deep religious and communal divides into the heart of the organization. The political environment outside the gang poured gasoline on this fire. Powerful local politicians explicitly framed the police crackdowns and gang warfare along religious lines, demanding to know why the authorities only targeted specific communities. The ideological pressure fractured D Company's executive board. Chhota Rajan, Dawood's top lieutenant and most trusted enforcer, formally broke away from the syndicate. He explicitly cited the bombings and this new communal shift as his reason for defection. Rajan rebranded himself as a patriotic Don, publicly vowing to never work against the state. He then partnered directly with Indian intelligence agencies, serving as a high-level informant to systematically hunt down and assassinate Dawood's remaining network across Asia. The syndicate was hollowed out from within. Today, the men who once divided the city over quiet cups of tea are completely displaced, either killed in police shootouts, forced into permanent exile abroad, or rotting inside high-security prisons. Mumbai's underworld consumed itself. Driven by greed and fractured by ideology, the syndicate proved that for absolute power, there is no exit strategy.
Don't forget to share, comment, and subscribe.